Sit. Every moment we spend chattering brings the Americans closer to completing their atomic bomb. We must, once and for all, vanquish the threat to our ultimate victory. The new American president has vowed to make his final stand on the U.S. mainland, so be prepared for serious resistance in the upcoming battle. Your previous success gutted the American Armor Corps, so you should expect only a few tanks and tank destroyer units to challenge your advance. However, the industrialized West Coast and the western forests and mountains are now heavily fortified. We have finally been able to transport the great railgun Gustav to the mainland, and it has been placed at your disposal to deal with the heavily entrenched forces you will surely encounter. From what intelligence we have, our scientists are convinced the Americans are only months away from completing the atomic bomb. Fail, and all is lost. Succeed, and we will be the men who gave Germany the final victory in this war.
Hello and welcome back to Panzer Corps. Yeah, it has been a long time, but I had kind of a rough week. So I decided to make a little bit of a break because there were a lot of things happening. My grandmother died and some other less important things, but my energy level was down to 0, so but it's should be okay now again. Well, some things never get okay again, but you have to continue life. And so here we are at the final mission of Panzer Corps, at least the vanilla campaign. And I really like this one, and it's really difficult. But first things first. I was really shocked getting back into this, how shitty my troops on Rommel actually are. Coming back from Guderian and Manstein, where we have a great army composition, this one is not that great, and we already spent all of our prestige, and if you take a look here, no overth ranks whatsoever. The overth ranks we have is what we had left. I decided to pump a little bit into into 2 Tiger tanks at least, just to be able to have more power to break through at certain locations. You cannot get delayed here. That's not possible. It's possible. You get delayed quite often, but you will simply lose. Not lose. It's hard to get the decisive victory. A normal victory is quite easy, but I'm going to aim for a decisive one. And so only 3 Tiger 2s. This one is a Tiger 2 as well. The others are only Panthers. So nothing else here. Then, this is a non-core unit. I bought a second scout. Now we have 3. Those are very useful here because white space and the enemy defenses are very concentrated. So you can use the scouts to do some scouting, of course, and to capture undefended territory. Then only Jagdpanthers, no Jagdtiger here. That's going to hurt. And the artillery, simply don't have the prestige to get them up more. I could put more overth ranks into them, and that would be useful too. We have none of the railguns. That's a problem too, because you need the range when you're attacking Los Angeles and San Francisco. And other than that, the Air Force, no overth ranks. This is left from the last scenario, I think. And couldn't afford a third America bomber. And yeah, so especially the American Air Force will be a problem. The Air Force on this scenario is crazy. At least the American one. Ours not. Yeah, so that's the force we are going into it. But I do want to talk a little bit about this scenario first. Let's get this one out of the way. The reason why I like this is because you have options here. You have a lot of strategic options here. And it's not just, move along the front line or concentrate on this target. On most of the other maps, you basically have to cover all the space there is, and there's not really a lot of choice involved. There are some, especially Norway, for example, where you have choices, but this one offers the most choice, I think. So you have several options here. Let's take a look. Let's do it on the strategic map, I think. Yeah. Doesn't look like it, but the real problem here is Los Angeles. Those targets that are spread out, they are not that much of an issue. And interestingly enough, that's strategic options. I rewatched my playthrough from Field Marshal. This is the only time I played this mission. Sorry, I have to drink. Yeah, and I used an interesting strategy there. I'm going to talk about that soon. And then I did one half-hearted playthrough of this mission on Rommel just to get a feel of it. And yeah, I didn't manage to win, by the way. I was not very concentrated, just to get the feeling for the distances. And yeah, interesting enough, reaching San Francisco on the way through Los Angeles took me much more time than reaching it through Salt Lake City, going all the way up here, hitting Seattle, and then going down and hitting San Francisco from the back. So that's a little bit counterintuitive, but yeah, so maybe what I'm going to do is to put up only this video, and then we can discuss strategic options a little bit. I hope at least some people are going to participate, but would be fun. Yeah, so I'm thinking about. I'm a little bit distracted. Sorry. Los Angeles. I was talking about Los Angeles. This is defended like hell. You have this river crossing here over the Colorado River is very fortified. So the first option that arises: do we want to hit this place head on? Or the other way would be to cross the river here, because this is very narrow. You cannot funnel all your units through here. So I'm thinking a possibility would be to cross the river here with some of the troops and hit this strong point from the behind, like going here and on the way attacking Salt Lake City with a very strong force, then hitting here and then pushing on to Los Angeles. Maybe it's quicker to hit this one head on. I'm not sure. The problem here is the limited space, so you get squeezed in here quite a bit. So you're standing in your own way. Breaking this one opens more space to maneuver, and that's helpful, of course. And you have to send some troops to take Phoenix anyways, but very weak forces are enough, and not going for this head on will reduce losses. the way we're at the moment positioned is kind of a compromise. I have one Tiger II that can take the shots of the defending artillery here. A lot of artillery, so we could break through with this force here. And the main bulk of my forces is going to funnel through here. Yeah, that's the current plan, but we can change that. Yeah, but the problem is the defenses around Los Angeles are insane. And they're extremely digged in, so it takes a lot of time to dislodge them. And this blocks your way. So you're very quick to reach Los Angeles. I tried it and I thought, wow, that's easy. Why am I even worrying about this scenario? You can do it on Guderian easily. But no, you're getting blocked by the Los Angeles defenses, so I wasn't able to reach San Francisco in time, and the forces that were pouring down from the north were too weak to break through here. Couldn't even take Sacramento. But yeah, they were quicker than the Los Angeles force. And yeah, another possibility would be to go through the mountains here directly. A lot of fortresses here, but yeah, you can do it. There's nothing in the way here, so this is completely open space, so you can basically jump in the first turns to here and then fight your way through. That's another option. Why not? Everything is quicker than going through Los Angeles. The other option will be to squeeze some troops along here, but we don't have that many. That's the problem. Only a few heavy tanks, and you need the Tiger IIs to shield your attack. There are Pershings and other bad stuff here, so you cannot simply send in infantry or the weaker support tanks. That's not an option. So you kind of need the Tiger IIs at all places at once, and we don't have that many. So that's the restriction on Rommel. Would be easy on other difficulties, but not on Rommel. That are my thoughts. And yeah, so we could go through the mountains. We could try to squeeze here. We could try to smash Los Angeles and then go to San Francisco. Yeah, tried that, didn't work out. Just for reference. And yeah, the other option, that's not an option. That you basically have to do that. Send in a force up here, take this airfield. There are absolutely almost no defenses around here. Once you break through Salt Lake City, you can push ahead to Seattle. There's not much in your way. And yeah, then leave some troops to deal with Salt Lake City, Seattle. Then there's again nothing in your way. Can quickly send the tanks forward and hit San Francisco from the north. That's another option. And there's another option. Interestingly, what I did last time on Field Marshal was a little bit crazy. But it worked out. I got the decisive victory. Don't know what I thought when I was planning this, but it was really fun. There's a strong counterattack coming over the Yellowstone River, and what I did, don't care. I really counterattacked into that, sent Fallschirmjägers to deal with the fortifications in the mountains here, and I completely ignored this open space here. I sent a strong force right through here, taking out Los Angeles and San Francisco, and then I sent a very strong force through the mountains here. smashing the counterattack and smashing onto Seattle. And yeah, then I was in a lot of trouble because I had no forces to deal with this airfield. What I did was buy a Jagdtiger here, and the single Jagdtiger in the last turn managed to take the airfield. I think it was the last turn. It was kind of a fight back and forth. There's a Jackson, I think, here. So this was a fight to the death here. But I made it. Yeah, that's another possibility. It works. So the problem is we don't have Brigand Pioneer. We can't quickly cross any rivers. It's not an option here because there is too much defensive artillery. But we could... Yeah, it's not really a factor because you could go quicker around this river, over this river, but you get delayed here anyway, so getting more troops quicker over the river doesn't help because you cannot apply full pressure here. The front line is too short. And the problem is we don't have any Fallschirmjäger, so we cannot attack these fortifications here early on. That would be a definite option. Maybe I'm going to do this for Guderian. Send in 3 Fallschirmjägers and knock out those barrier here. And then pour in through the mountains to secure a win here. Send a force to take out this one. And send a force to take out this one. If the Fallschirmjägers manage to smash through here, that's the questionable part because there are tanks too, but in the mountains it should be possible. Then it's possible on Guderian, I think, to do a decisive victory even, because getting towards this line is extremely quick. The problems start back at the coast. Towards the coast it's easy. Yeah, so that are my thoughts about this mission. And yeah, the tricky part are the details. Extremely big American Air Force, so it's very difficult to deal with them. You have to take Salt Lake City. Yeah, maybe on it's kind of possible on turn 2 or turn 3 to take it if you're really quick. At least knock out any problems around here. So turn 3 you're here for, at least on turn 4 you could reach the defenses here. Let's say at least at turn 5 you should reach this line. Then you're good to go, but the rest of the turns, it's, yeah, a death struggle around Los Angeles. This is crazy. The ships, there are crazy elite ranger troops in there, extremely heavy artillery with higher firing range than mine. There is, yeah, air defenses, so you cannot even bomb them. So yeah, it's a brute force attack. There's no finesse about it. Because we simply don't have... Yeah, we have shitty heroes as well. Yeah, I'm complaining a lot now. No plus range on the artillery. Most of them have plus defense, I think. What I even found one was plus 5 defense and nothing else. Yeah, the tanks don't have... Yeah, not a single tank that has plus movement, I think. Yeah, the fighters not that great either. I think not only one of them has plus initiative, but yeah, we will have to deal with that. But having plus range on one of those is very helpful, and on the naval Werfers as well. For the Fieldmarschall playthrough, I had a naval Werfer with +2 range, so it could shoot 5 fields. That was extremely helpful attacking San Francisco here. But yeah, so that's it. I will end the video here. Yeah, let's talk about one moment. Let's talk about how I'm deploying here, because I was thinking a little bit how to do this. This is why I'm putting on this video first, because I don't want to do this introduction again and again if I'm going to fail during the mission. So I will make a cut here, and then I can, well, put up the next videos and I don't have to repeat this again. And yeah, so I'm sending 1 Panther and 1 infantry, 1 artillery and 1 scout to support the defenses here. That is enough to hold the river, and it's enough to smash the attackers and capture those locations. You can, with this force, you're even able to push forward to help in the attack on Seattle. That's possible. You don't need more. And then I have Gebirgsjägers and some units to go through here. They should arrive in time to attack in the back of Seattle to catch any defending artillery. We have quick forces in the front to take the Grand Junction on the first turn and push ahead maybe. I do want to be in range on the second turn to fire on Seattle, Salt Lake City, sorry. So the Gustav has to be positioned somewhere here. Then you can fire on the defenses already on turn 2. And the quick forces can already attack on turn 2 here. So you can cover a lot of space on the second turn. And here, yeah, you're not really in a rush here. Just take those targets on the second turn, and then we have to wait anyways. If we're going to attack here, we have to wait for the forces to arrive to support us from the back, or we're going over the river and join forces here. Not sure how to do that, so I'm looking forward to your input, and yeah, see you on the next mission, next video, where we are jumping right into the action. And yeah, see ya, bye.